So why would you want the GH5 in the year 2021? Obviously because of the price. $1,300, you honestly can't beat that. The quality at 4K 60 frames per second, that's like amazing. And you can shoot an all-intra if you wanted to. The picture profile of vlog, great dynamic range. And it's also great for multi-productivity. But why would you still want this camera in the year 2021? If you want to know more, continue to watch the video. And we're back with another video. Now, if you're new to my channel, my name is Taisuke. I'm a content creator, filmmaker, YouTuber, video editor. And if you're about that, after this video, you can go ahead and scroll through my page and see if there's anything useful for you. Otherwise than that, let's get started. So let's talk about the photography for the GH5. So it is a micro four thirds sensor along with 20.3 megapixels, which is good for web, not necessarily good for prints. Has a time-lapse mode, meaning it has a built-in intervalometer, allows you to set your times to what time to shoot and what time to end. Shoots in 6K burst that goes from a video file, and you can capture from that picture to turn into a JPEG. When it comes to picture profiles, the main two I'm going to be talking about is going to be Cinelike-D and also Vlog. They both have nice grid tones, however the Vlog I feel like has better darker tones that I personally like. Cinelike-D has a dynamic range of 10.5 stops, while Vlog has a dynamic range of 11.58 stops. Great flexibility for color grading, especially because it shoots at 10-bit 422. When it comes to quality, you have 4K 24 frames per second at 10-bit, also 4K 60 frames per second at 8-bit. You can also shoot at 180 frames per second in full HD. Now I'm gonna be real with you. It has great autofocus, only in the conditions of great lighting and good contrast. Otherwise than that, if it's a little too soft to be shooting in, autofocus isn't as well. But the dope feature about autofocus on the GH5 is the auto pull to focus, which allows you to focus on point A, B, and C with adjustable speeds. So when it comes to the low light, the highest ISO you can possibly shoot in will probably be 1000, but if you're in good lighting conditions around your surroundings, then possibly 2000 will be the best before you start introducing grain into the shadows. IBIS, in-body image stabilization. This does the damn job. Honestly, it is its own gimbal. Matter in fact, at this point, you're considered the gimbal if you're using IBIS on a GH5. That's how good this is. One more I didn't mention, which is the E-stabilization video, and this is just another crop, about 10% crop roughly, and this just helps stabilizes even more within the camera itself with that crop. Now the price, at $1,300, honestly you cannot beat that with everything that I just listed right now. And if you are willing to buy third-party batteries for possibly over $5, you can get roughly for $130. But chill, it gets better. The most affordable lenses for you is going to be the prime lens of the 25mm 1.7 aperture, starts you off at $147, while we also have the zoom lens of 1442mm 3.5 to 5.6 aperture, starting you off at $247. That's what this one is. Now when it comes to attachable gears, obviously you have the hot shoe mount and you also have the bottom screw to put your tripods, all this stuff, etc. But because this camera's been out for so long, there are third-party companies right now that are already making cages, gears, and extra accessories for the GH5. So if you like this cinema rig that you're seeing, link in the description for all the details. Now who is this camera for? I met wedding filmmakers, YouTubers, music video shooters, content creators, professional workers, everyday travel, and hybrid shooters. And they had the GH5. And what I find best about this camera is the battery life. For me specifically, I can shoot this for all day and get 5 hours worth on one battery, and so far a little more depending how I shoot. The quality is amazing, so if you're shooting at 1080p and upscale it to 4K, definitely possible. The weight, super weightless. Then when it comes to running gunning, possible. So what's my thoughts on the Lumix GH5 for over 3 years now? Definitely worth copping it. Especially if you want high quality video from an old video camera that you had, then that's perfect. Before this camera was a Canon T3i for me. If you want more quality into your production work and use this as a B camera, definitely useful. Or if you just want a dedicated camera for your everyday work, this is useful. So if this video was very beneficial for you, with all means, if you want to scroll through my channel to see anything that benefits you, go for it. If you like this video, feel free to like it. And if you want to see more content like this from me, then go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell notification. But like I said, as always, that's entirely up to y'all. Stay creative. I'm gonna catch you on the next one.